Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so on the pre-shuffle, I'm getting to ask, what does the divine want us to know, divine feminines, about the divine masculines right now? So this can be anything. What does the divine think, feel, want the divine feminines to know about the divine masculines right now? What is it we can see for the divine masculines? Okay, we are getting Queen of Cups. This is the unconditional love, that they love you, they feel your love, they know that you're the real deal. I just heard they're making progress in their own right, with their logic, with their thoughts. Six of Swords, these are thoughts that streamline, that move individuals into better feeling situations, smoother waters, out of the choppy waters. So divine masculines are putting down the pride about certain things that they've felt like they needed to adhere to. Old customs, rules, regulations, beliefs, and then there's this whole package of things. So the Sun in Union came out. It was face down on top of karmic clearing, walking away from things that don't serve, becoming kinder based on self-love, walking away from things that aren't compatible, no matter how good on paper they are. Divine masculines are really taking an honest look at what is actual foundation, what is actual satisfaction. I heard what really is valuable, what energies authentically have a conscious, enlightened foundation. This is the unconditional love. So divine feminines, don't for a second believe that your divine counterpart isn't working on this puzzle of consciousness in the name of love. What can we see for advice for the feminines? 222. Set healthy boundaries and believe in yourself. So trust the love. Don't put up with things that are less than you. You know, this love will come back around in the form of your divine counterpart rising up to meet you, or someone else coming in. If you set healthy boundaries, you are treated that way in your life. It's up to you to trust your worth and put into effect the types of things that you're willing to put up with. So yeah, don't fear that you're going to miss out on love, but don't set boundaries, you know, out of resistance and control issues. Like, don't be trigger happy with your boundaries. Make sure that they are authentic because you know and understand what you are worth, and then let go. If someone can't meet you in that energy of, you know, genuine, authentic connection, it's either not time or they're not the person for you. So regardless, it's about letting go in those motions. Okay, let's tune in and see what the divine masculines 333 are up to. How are the divine masculines thinking of their connection, their twin connection? How are they thinking about their divine counterpart? How are they feeling in the heart space about the connection and for their divine counterpart? What are they wishing for their own life and regarding their counterpart? What action are they taking in their own right and towards union? What is the biggest challenge they're facing in their own life right now? And what is the biggest challenge regarding union and the solution at this time for each? And where are the energies going over the next 3 months? So these energies overlap. It's not just one outcome or progressive energy per day. These things are a longer motion. It's kind of the themes playing out. There are multiple themes always at play in the energy, and so they aren't just cut and dry, one thing one day, another next. They might highlight certain things, but they don't just happen in a neat little bundle and then are done. Okay, so conscious mind, how are the divine masculines thinking of these connections? Daughter of Wands and the High Priestess, yeah, they're becoming more spiritual. They're really looking at the spontaneity. They're looking at what they would do regarding certain truths they now see. So the spiritual implications of the wisdom they're seeing, they're putting down the burden. They're allowing themselves to be a little bit more free-spirited with what they think is possible. Mercy and humility. They're softening their idea of right and wrong. This is that legalistic thinking that makes them adhere to certain rules and regulations. This is where it becomes more of a playful thing. It's like they're learning the tools to break the rules. They're learning the I heard this said the other day, the letter of the law, or they're seeing the letter of the law and now learning the spirit of the law. So they're understanding the deeper intentions, the fundamental reasons why certain things are upheld, desirable. It's not about the 3D, it's about the deeper. So they're learning those rules and regulations so they can make them their own, so they can authentically align with the deeper understandings. And we also get, this is a passionate new beginning. The Ace of Wands, that is the wand that this Daughter of Wands holds, the spiritual initiate holds and goes forth with. It's that soul passion driven path. This is the soul priority right now. So divine masculines are wanting to experience more aliveness. They're seeing something like that growing in the connection where it's a little bit more exhilarating than before, I just heard, because it's founded on a deeper knowing. It's not just about the appearances or for the heck of it. This is where the pressure is taken off and there's an authentic alignment coming in. What are they thinking about you, Divine Feminine? They're balancing out anxiety in the name of humility and eternal love. They're calming the beast within. This is the answer to their anxiety regarding what to do about this scenario, that it's ever present and always inviting them. This aliveness, I just want to say breaking the rules, but it's not breaking the spiritual laws and rules. It's possibly reinterpreting the rules of thumb, the cautionary things. It's doing things in a slightly different way, a more alive way. And so this is the solution. It's, you know, not upholding the rigid interpretations, but it's now they're seeing your connection in a softer light, a more accessible light. Yeah, it's removing this Left 4 Dead self-sabotage, hot and cold energy even more. And that can just be experienced in the form of passion and attraction amping up. It doesn't even have to be an overly thought out thing. It can just be whether or not they're feeling attraction again. It feels like they are putting down some of the taboo about the relationship and honoring that they feel a certain way for you. They're not fighting it so much. What is it we can see on the heart space for the connection? Unconventional happiness. They've been in meditation for their truth with this T here. They've been listening to their spirit guides. They've been enlightened to an unconventional aliveness, happiness, this connection on their heart. It just lights them up that way. And they're seeing they haven't given to this in the past. They're seeing they could do more. They're seeing that it doesn't demand the typical interactions and modes, ways of being. So And a unique connection demands a unique approach, I just heard. So they're feeling inspired to be creative regarding how to engage with you. What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine feminine? They know you're their destiny. They know it. They know that this is part of the destined path to connect with you, that you are star-crossed, that it was intentional, divinely guided, that there's so much wisdom to be gleaned from this connection, that it has been making them a more astute student in the nature of reality. You have shown them, this connection has shown them things beyond measure, beyond compare. And it's making them a little bit emotional. This is rocking their world, I just heard. On the heart space, this is head and heart, king and king, king of swords, king of cups. So they're getting a little misty again at how some of them are frustrated that it feels a ways off, 11:11. Some of them are really grateful that you've both come so far already. For whatever reason, they feel like it's going to be still a bit of a journey, but they feel up for it. They feel like it is intended, it's divinely guided. I'm getting also from this that they feel like there's some safety in the slow motion of it, that they're understanding something right now that can't be rushed, that they're feeling appreciative that it is where it's at right now, even though it's bittersweet. So for many, I'm getting this recognition that it is bittersweet, but at least they're conscious of why and feeling supported by that consciousness itself, even if it's not so easy to make it happen the way that they would like to. What is the wish for the divine masculines in their own right now? They want to balance themselves out before they are entrusted with a love like this. With real love, they're still not quite ready to trust themselves that they can effectively navigate this without screwing it up. The High Priestess, they can't just rely on you, but there is a knowing. There is this humble knowing that it's coming, that they are being prepared for something grand, and they're wishing to continue that process, to continue growing that way. What are they wishing specifically for the connection at this time? They're starting to consider if they are in other relationships to become single. They don't want to share. They're seeing more of a soul focus on your connection. They're seeing that you're the choice, that they can't serve two masters. They don't want their cake and eat it too anymore. It's all or nothing. They want just you, divine feminine. But they may not be quite ready. Yeah, they want union. They want to do it right. 11:11, the Four of Wands here. So yeah, some are not free and clear to pursue, or you aren't, or both, divine feminines, but they are wanting it to be this connection to kick off when they can go for it and it won't be halted. What are the actions the divine masculines are taking in their own right now? They're going for their passions. They're doing what they want with no guilt and shame. They are allowing themselves to own it, to be who they are, to be unapologetic. They're seeing that's the only way to live. No more people pleasing, no more second guessing what's appropriate or right. They're really following their sweetness. They're trusting that they are sweet, that they are on the right track. If they have that aliveness, they have also been doing a lot of the work to go forward and put their best self forward. What action are they taking directly related to the connection? They're just managing their own emotions regarding the justice that's coming. This is a combo of patience, of balancing their own emotional responses, preferences, frustrations, ways of thinking of things. They're seeing how they've added insult to injury in the past, and they're trying to mitigate that damage. They're not wanting to be reckless with their emotions, so they're staying the course. They're not wanting to ghost or be resentful or retaliate or spastastic like in karmic situations in the past. They're really seeing those tendencies and how they have avoided, dismissed, run, thought ill, looked at things in a low vibe way. They're attempting to not do that anymore and see what happens when they come at it with a different approach, where they don't tell those storylines, they don't add insult to injury, fuel to the fire, that they just clear the slate and say, what do I want in this moment, instead of projecting all of that stuff externally that clouds the vision of what's possible. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines in their life at this time? The Emperor and the Lovers. Knowing what they know now is what I heard. Trusting it's not all lost, that it will come together, that there is a way. I'm really getting blended families here too, with the children there. Preparing for the eventual. Yeah, they know they're in the transition right now. They know that there's a lot going on. That's the biggest challenge in their own right. What is the solution for you, Divine Masculines? Give it time. There's still things that are being walked away from. There's still things that are balancing out. Yeah, justice hasn't prevailed yet. So it is what it is, and it's where it's at right now. So keep learning that. Trust, faith, Divine Masculines. Only you can look at it in the way that doesn't make anybody wrong, that just accepts that good things take time and that it's worth waiting for. It's worth experiencing fully. What is the biggest challenge regarding the connections? The transformation of the karmic stuff that still has to painstakingly play out to be seen for what it is. Yeah, and feeling like this has been a missed opportunity. So Divine Masculines are treading water. They're feeling a little bit, there's a temptation to feel like it's not going to happen, but we've come too far for that. We've come too far as a collective to just simply think, oh, it's not going to happen, and then, be satisfied with that. There are far too many cycles that have come back around time and time again for it to be so easy just to dismiss that this is an impossible situation. So Divine Masculines, it's okay to be exhausted. It's okay to, want something so badly and then feel a bit discouraged, but have faith. It is still en route. What is the biggest solution? Knowing deep within, Divine Masculines, that this is your Empress, that your abundance is connected. It's not all for naught. You are being given this divinely guided truth, this rainbow sword. This is the highest truth, and let that sink in about your Empress. Don't give up. If this person has illuminated to you to that degree, allow it. Allow that simplicity to anchor and just stay the course. Trust the process. It's all the way it should be. What is the direction of the connection in the next few months? This kindness, we get the Page of Pentacles, and then the direction is allowing this to move through any blockage towards home. Home is where the heart is. Let the heart guide us home, twins. Keep making the decisions. Keep staying the course. An astrologer friend of mine said we're going to have a little bit of a bottleneck in November after the eclipses. So right now, I feel just keep seeing things for what they are and letting any low vibration stuff work its way out. Keep focused on the positive right now so that everything that no longer serves can be eclipsed out. There's going to be a lot of understanding of what to do in November. December, we should get a little bit of a rest. January might be a push with the to-do list, and in February, we should be clearing it a little bit better and starting to see some of that abundance, the fabled abundance, actually coming in and taking root. So let's get some, let's get one of those. I'm being told we can get an archetype card. What is it we can see for the collective? The threshold and the stone. Well, let's have a look at these. Oh yay, Roman numerals. Get to teach myself Roman numerals again. Okay, the threshold. We cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one, however. You have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death, we had the death card twice, must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend, just take that one necessary step forward and the future calls you. When in the light aspect, growth, individuation, ease in the liminal. So we are in transition. We are in transition. Collective, we are going through the ascension. 2233. Love the numbers today. Let's see what else we get here for the stone. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it's likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. Okay, so as we cross the threshold into this new earth, new reality, our twin connections are a stone that are coming with us as a foundational layer of the new earth. So isn't that interesting that we were first wavers partnered with these twin connections prior to going through into the revelation of the new earth as part of the foundational motion, as part of the anchor, the grounding that allows for us to bring the construction of the new earth through, the muse, the inspiration, the teamwork, energetic teamwork, and eventually in the physical more and more with our counterparts. Okay, everyone, many blessings. Bye for now.